Hello, Manifesting Generator, and welcome to today's channeled well-being message. So this is a message, and you can choose a focus for it if you like, but it's general well-being. So it could be your mental well-being, your emotional, your physical, even your energetic well-being. So we'll tune in about that together. And just check in that you have an inner yes to receiving today's message. And we'll go ahead. So this is from my direct connection with God. And I did do another message for generators, so I always recommend as a manifesting generator that you watch that as well, because you have a generator aura. So the message is to slow down. Let yourself have a slow speed option, a slow speed setting. It's like imagine a car that only has 0 to 10 miles an hour and it has like 100 miles an hour and over. It's like, we go from nothing to really fast. So it's better if you have some slow speeds available to you, some other settings. Like if I think about my Vitamix, for example, if you don't know what a Vitamix is, it's a very powerful blender. So they're like $400 and they're very heavy because the motor is very powerful. So the blender, when you get the instruction manual, it says how to use it to take care of the motor. And one of the things it says is it's not good for the motor to go from 0 to full blast. You need to get to full blast gradually, and you also need to get from full blast back to off gradually. So when you're using the Vitamix, there's a knob 0 to 10, and it recommends you start at 0 and then gradually make your way up to 10. And then once you're at 10, then you flip the full blast switch. And then when you're, turning it off, you turn off the full blast, and then you go from 10 back to 0 gradually. So that there's this slower settings that are options on the way to the full blast, and that it's a process of getting to full blast. So this message is especially for those that have a tendency to go from 0 to 100 without any in-between settings, without a really well-developed ability to just relax and be and take it easy. Those moments that are maybe boring or unproductive or vacant, those are the moments of cellular renewal. Those are the moments of insights that bring resolutions to challenges or problems. Those are the moments of divine connection that yields insights, and that shift your state of consciousness. Those are the moments where you're healing, your body restores. It's very important to have the option of a slow setting and not always be running around at full blast. It's very important to your well-being. So you might already have this well developed, in which case Today's message is just affirming to you your current way of being. But you can also notice, have you been operating at full speed recently without much of a slow speed? And part of the tendency towards always being in go, go, go mode is a religious heritage, because in the evolution of Protestantism, I feel like I studied this at some point. Maybe it's Calvin. I don't know. That could be inaccurate. But it was someone who, maybe it was Thomas More, I don't remember who it was, that associated good works with being good in the eyes of God, basically. So it's like you've got to be doing in order to prove that you're good. And so what that did was it made people feel like it's bad not to be doing, that it's bad to be unproductive, that it's bad to be lazy, that it's bad to be resting. And this conditioning is so deep. It's so deeply run through especially North American and European cultures. Latin American cultures are better at resting because actually the hot climate makes it more doable to rest. But there's a real deep undercurrent of shaming non-doing or shaming slow paces and making them wrong and making them not valuable, so that you might even feel bad if you're slowing down and not doing much. And yet, the goodness that's available to you when you do slow down and have that option as one of your speed options is you just renew. Like you renew physically, you renew mentally, you renew emotionally. You really get in touch with well-being. Well-being can't be maintained at an ongoing high pace. It's just detrimental. As if you think of yourself as a machine, you're just not meant to be going at that speed all the time. You need to be able to have moderation and to moderate the speed and to have different speeds so that you can maintain the well-being of your vessel. So if you feel like you're not quite as good at relaxing and just taking it easy, then you might just build in some 2-hour pockets of time, throughout your week where you have devoted rest and relaxation time. And in that time, you could do anything. You could maybe go for a very quiet walk. You could have a nap. You could meditate. You could leisurely clean your kitchen and wash the dishes and listen to a podcast, something that's just feeling relaxing. You could hang out on the couch and read. You could even do an outing where you go somewhere relaxing and you lounge around. But then you're actively practicing rest. You could have a bath. I'm laughing because that option doesn't even come to my mind naturally anymore, since I've very seldom lived in a place with a bath in the last 5 to 10 years. So yeah, if it's not natural for you, it's like something you need to practice. Like just like someone would, go about a workout regime, they would actually schedule it in and say, okay, today I'm gonna do 5 push-ups and X sit-ups, and they would just like do this stuff with so much discipline. It's like, take that same discipline and apply it to practicing slowness, practicing relaxation, practicing rest, so you can build in a repertoire of being still, being quiet, and rejuvenating yourself. And this rest is productive, and that's just like that lie that was embedded into culture along the way through religion, that rest isn't productive. It's just truly couldn't be further from the truth. It's so beautiful when the manifesting generator is rested, and they're like resting into this deep rejuvenation of the mind and the body and the spirit, and then they just get imbued with inspiration, and then from there they can kind of jump off the couch and move into inspired action, but it's coming from such a different energy than if they're just always going and running themselves ragged. They're not infused with rejuvenation and divinity and this wholeness that comes from having that rest. Well, this message is complete. Thank you for being here with me and receiving it. It's very beautiful. It makes total sense. And yeah, it reminds me of a message that I channeled as a part of my book, Alchemy of Consciousness, about harmony in the body. And that disharmony is about the speed of energy movement. It's like there might be something that's stagnant, or something that's going too quickly, or a place where there's not a lot of flow, and moving the energy in a harmonious speed is what creates well-being. So if you don't have the option of a slow speed, then that makes sense that would lead to disharmony in the whole. Well, thank you for being here, and I will see you again soon here on my channel.